Hey, quick heads up to anyone in Quaid Army who enjoys stand-up comedy. I'm going to be at Paramount Theater in Denver on May 8th. I'm going to be at the Route 66 Casino Hotel in Albuquerque on May 9th. I'm going to be with my good friend Brooks Whelan, who, let's be honest, if you listen to the pod, you can tell Andy is growing a little bit jealous of. It's a very fun time. We'd love to see you. And now back to the pod or the ads. I don't know where they're going to put this.
Make way for the Quaid Army. Say hey, it's the Quaid Army.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast. Today, it's just Seth and
Jorm. Woo! More of me.
this is a hat trick for us this week, Jorm.
Yeah.
I did a Q&A with you in New York City for your fantastic film. It was a delight.
It was so fun.
Then you were on late night
Yeah.
on, Thursday night?
Yeah, I brought you a burrito. Then
You brought a burrito out.
Uh-huh.
We opened with a lot of burrito brain references that went well over
well over
90% of my audience's head. 10% was super excited.
Maybe less.
So we opened with a lot of burrito brain stuff.
Yeah.
I also, in the intro, I don't know if you noticed, I said you know him from the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast, which some people thought that was me trying to grab a little bit more credit for your your work
really?
than maybe I deserved.
Oh, no. I loved it. I did like that after I gave you the burrito, though, when we were talking on the off minutes, you were like, what kind of burrito is this? I was like, this is a pretty bad basic bean and cheese. And then you just rejected it outright. You're
Well,
like,
I
I'm not
took a
eating
bite
this.
of it during our interview and you recoiled
Yeah. It's a little.
because you said you'd bought it like hours and hours and hours
Well,
ago.
it's from Buddy's Burritos in Brooklyn. So
Well, there you go. You probably aren't familiar, not being in the late night world,
Yeah.
with the weekly New York Magazine's Vulture does Who Won Late Night this week. Did you know
And?
this was even a thing?
I mean, I did, but I haven't
Yeah.
thought about it like the way you do.
Just like that's why that I wait for it every week, like the way you wait for a Broadway review. Sure, probably you don't think about it the same way. Anyway,
Sardies. It's your sardies.
our friend Bethy Squires, who writes it every week. We did not win late night, Jorm, but we did finish in the number 2 spot.
Okay, that's good.
And
Is that good? Is number 2 okay?
is that good?
Yeah.
It's exceptionally good.
Oh, sweet. But how many late nights are there? Like, what are you competing against? Is it like 8?
Well, don't
different
make
shows?
it. Don't remind everybody how thin a field we're up against. I mean, it's Kimmel, it's Colbert, it's
Yeah.
The Daily Show, it's Fallon, it's Andy Cohen.
Okay.
Andy Cohen won this week.
Okay.
But I just want to say, because, the last pod with you and Akiva started with a lot of shade thrown at Andy and I
Yeah. Sorry about that.
for the fact that we're,
Pretty boys.
we're just like, I don't know, you made us seem like elitists, coastal elites.
You're coastal elites.
You said, I did like that you caught yourself. You said that you guys are the guys, you represent flyover country, even though
I couldn't even.
though you would never call it that.
No, you wouldn't. I couldn't even think of like what was the middle of the country.
Yeah.
Like when I was talking about being corn-fed. Yeah, it's sad.
But I will just say that it was the write-up of your appearance, the 2 sweetest sweetie pies of the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast. So
Yes.
just know from where NY Mag is sitting, you and I are the ones who are, keeping it real, while the other 2 are the ones that are,
Well, get ready for an extra sweet episode of the Lonely Island Seth Meyers podcast. Here it comes, guys.
Here it comes. It was so much fun to have you on. It was so much fun to be in a movie theater with people who just saw your fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Again, obviously you and Keith talked about it at length last week, but I haven't had a chance on the pod after I've seen it to talk about how much I loved it and how great it is and how I hope everybody will continue to give it a quump.
Oh, please quump it up because honestly, like I've been shilling so hard for it, but it's because I'm like, this opening weekend matters so much.
I know.
It's such a shame to have to sell it as hard as I have been, but it's also been really fun. And I was saying before you got on too, Seth, every single Q&A that we've done, so many Quaid armies. It's been so fun with people shouting it out.
And the response, I mean, we were talking about the way you say righteous kill.
Yes.
I do feel like you throw it off.
It changes all the time now.
Yeah.
It's oh, righteous kill. And then somebody shouts it out again. You're like, oh, yeah, righteous kill. Yeah.
I would say that on a solitary one, I try to say it the way you would say, and a good day to you.
Yeah, I think that's
That is
how
the way I try
say
to
it, too.
give my righteous kill.
Yeah. Oh, righteous kill.
Yeah, we got plenty of it. You could tell there was a lot of Quaid Army in the house that night. So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I will say though, talking about like getting out there and flogging work that one, you want people to see, but two, you're proud of.
Yeah.
The same night you were on the show, Charlize Theron was on the show, and she produced this movie she's in right now called Apex.
Yes. I saw this. You're talking about the stunt that they did in Times Square, right?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, having seen the movie, and I kind of saw her movie, I saw your movie, and I get the instinct to go out and try to get people to see it because they're really fun movies. Like, they're both of them.
Yeah.
They're like action packed. They're thrillers. Yours is very funny. Everybody in them is great. And so, I don't know. I just highly recommend both.
I also just think that, like, and maybe this is because I've had such a wonderful time going around the country and actually being in like really cool theaters but like the communal aspect of it. And I kept being like, I guess theaters are back. Like, people are going to, obviously it's a very, like a prescribed experience that I'm having, but it's so like great post pandemic to like be in theaters with people laughing, and like, it's so fun, man. It's been awesome.
This was a very funny comment in the YouTube section last week, and I read the comments before I listened to the episode.
Okay.
And so somebody wrote, if there isn't a 10-minute block of this pod discussing theater rakes, I'm going to snap.
Yeah. There was.
There was, and it was delightful.
Oh shit! Sorry about that, guys.
This you actually mentioned this line when we were doing the Q&A about a Juliette Lewis line in the movie, but there was a comment, saw this movie on opening day for that Quump Bump and had a question about Allegra yelling, "You're a motherfucking titty-sucking two-ball bitch." Does this mean that this movie takes place in the universe that the Style Boys exist in? Or is it our universe where the movie Popstar exists, which means she probably saw it at one of the prison movie nights? This was a line that she just improvised.
She improvised this, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that she said it. And I thought it was just like, oh, this is like, just must be across the country in third grade. Everybody, like, did you have this, Seth, growing up? Did people say that?
No, that's not one I had.
Okay. It was a West Coast thing then.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with Style Boy. She just said it, and I was fucking thrilled when she did.
You did multiple burns. You had a comment early on where you said, I always hate it.
Oh, no.
Talking about movies, I always hate it when the sound doesn't look good.
Did I say that?
You can't look at the sound. So that was... that's kind of a very jackalish
No, I don't
comment.
think so. That's you guys. I'm still on drugs. Like, just like I'm on 1800 now. Gabapentin. I don't have any real excuses. I'm gonna use it.
There were a lot of comments in the YouTube section of your interview where you talked a lot about painkillers and just people being like, "Hey, man, just like look out." So I do want to stress to everybody that when we talk about that, Jorm takes this very seriously.
Very.
Yeah. Hey, I did not know this because I'm not like into the gossip mags. I'm not into the private life of our nation's celebrities.
Oh.
Cueto got married.
Oh my gosh, that's shocking. Congratulations, Cueto.
Yeah, congratulations to Cueto indeed. Cueto got married at intimate, but also star-studded. You feel like one of us would have made the cut, but
I'm gonna say I'm a little surprised that all four of us weren't invited.
I'm just relieved for Kiev based on all the sort of non-work related meals Liz was having with Quaid that he's now off the market.
Thank God. Oh my God, yeah, it was far too close.
But just real congratulations to Cueto and his wife, Claudia, his new wife, Claudia, into their intimate star-studded. It was in Australia. So I wouldn't have made
it. I like to picture that they had a giant mac and cheese cake,
One would think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's why they didn't invite one of us, as they were worried we would try to push mac and cheese as a part of the wedding. A lot of people said that maybe Andy and I didn't join last week's pod because we were so jealous at how good your movie was, and we didn't want to sit there and have to listen to you get praise. I want to assure people we're both very happy and proud of you for how good your movie was.
I don't think that's a problem. Although I will say, after MacGruber, though, after the screening that I did of MacGruber for SNL that we did at the Soho House in Manhattan, that was the nicest comment that I got, was that Andy looked at me and angrily was like, that made me really jealous. And I was like, wow, that's by far the highest praise you can get from a friend. So
a lot of our international viewers are upset that your movie is not opened internationally yet.
Oh.
So a lot of international Quaids are looking forward to it.
Okay.
We established 2 weeks ago that British members of Quaid Army are called Quids. I heard from a few British listeners that they are very happy with Quids. Some of the SNL UK people are like, we sign off, we love it.
I can't wait to have somebody yell Quid Army.
2 comments based on that. Someone said, who's a Quid got a qualp to get a UK release on Jorm's movie? I like that.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I'm interested to see, I don't know if this is, if an Australian person wrote this or someone who has maybe a negative take on Australian people, but it is like music, so I'm just going to read it. So if Americans are Quaids and the UK are Quids, does that mean Aussies are Quunts? I feel like you don't have to bleep that.
This is just eating itself so hard. Oh my God, I love it. Jeez.
There's more. There's one new slang word that we're going to add to our dictionary. Job, Jawb, has been suggested as a faster way to say Jeremy Allen Whitebody. Job. Yorm got that job.
I got to work on that job.
Yorm got that job. Where's Yorm? He's at the gym getting that job.
Oh, great! Thank you guys. That's yep.
Yeah.
That'll be easier to talk to my wife.
Support comes from Willie's Remedy.
Woo!
Hey, Yorm.
Hi.
You know what Willie I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about, Seth. Big time.
Sing one line from his song.
Oh, I'm Willie Nielsen, and this is the song I'm singing. Right?
Yeah, you got it. Hey, if you're tired of waking up hungover, worrying about what happened last night, now you can have fun and relax without any of the regrets with Willie's. Yes, that Willie's.
Yeah.
THC infused social tonic, finally an alcohol alternative that actually works with an uplifting, euphoric buzz you can really feel without any of the negative side effects. A lot of alcoholic alternatives promise a great feeling, but don't deliver on the buzz. With Willie's, you feel relaxed and euphoric in only 15-ish minutes. That's a good timeline for you, right?
Oh, I think it's even less, honestly. And you do not need much of it. It's like it's a nice little mixer.
Yes.
I've had both bottles. I'm sure you've tried it as well, Seth, and it's great.
I do, and I've enjoyed it. I found the buzz delightful.
Yeah.
And the absence of hangovers even more delightful.
Oh, as you age, man, like Willie's it up because like the alternative is real crappy.
Also, as you age, it's very nice to have a low-calorie, low-sugar alcohol alternative that actually works, because I'll tell you this, sometimes there'll be a night where if I'm not drinking, I'll have a mocktail, and that has so much sugar, it's like almost worse than a hangover.
How are you going to job it up? You know what I mean? Jeremy Allen Whitebody it up.
Jeremy Allen Whitebody.
Yeah.
Willie's sold out 3 times in the first 6 months with over 50,000 happy customers, and they just restocked. Willie's ships directly to your doorstep in over 40 states. Order now at drinkwillies.com and use code ISLAND for 20% off your first order plus free shipping on orders over $95, and enjoy life in the high country. So we're going to do some Q&A stuff today, but it was very interesting because we got 2 stories that were sent in. One's unique to you and one's unique to me.
Okay.
And we'll do yours first, and then we get to mine. I'm just going to say that mine is a recent story that I actually had before the story was sent to me via Jeff, our producer. I had this in my notes to address with you. Something happened that I wanted to talk about, and then an incredible stroke of luck. The other side of this interaction wrote a story in. So
great. Wow.
Very happy about that. But also, this was one other thing. It was pulled out by multiple people that there was a real, what do they call it? A snorm. No, sorry. Yeah, a snorm, which is a Jorm snort.
I did it.
Here's an honest one. This is not a forced one. This was at 29:55. You watching? Can we hear it real quick, Jeff?
Yeah, I got you. Jesus Christ. You had that queued up?
I had it queued up. We got that. I want to get one of those little keyboards where I can press that button.
Yeah. Sounds good.
2 suggestions for how to say "hit us in the tittus" to our British listeners.
Yeah.
One was "striketh mine breasticles." That seemed a little overworked.
Okay. I don't know about that.
And then the other one was "punt us in the
Yep. Really good.
Maybe we'll set that up. I think you can do polls in the YouTube comments. So maybe under the YouTube comments, Jeff, we can have a poll for whether people prefer, whether our Quids like "striketh mine breasticles" or "punt us in the
I mean, here's the thing. Like, Seth, you and I getting to actually hang out IRL the other night did make me really want to. I was like, fuck, we really got to like tour the podcast, like do the live, it's like all those other podcasts, do that shit. And that really makes me want to go to England. So in addition to it being almost impossible for us to get together for just this Zoom podcast, like let's make it a goal to like go to England all together.
Well, let's do a live. I mean, doing a live Lonely Island pod in England. I mean, that's how we do it.
Gosh, yes.
That'd be the best.
Fantastic.
Probably at Wembley.
Yeah, the O2.
Yeah, I think Wembley.
Straight to O2.
All right. There's three sort of longer mail that I want to go through today.
Okay.
All right, the first one's from Laura. And this is really fun. Laura, hey, buddies. Today I had the great honor of reaching out to an old friend to inform her that you were playing her I Think I Might Have Killed the President fan video on the pod.
Oh.
Needless to say, she was shocked and thrilled that her creation was resurrected when Aaron uploaded that video 2 decades ago. We were both part of a lively live journal community of what I assume was mostly fellow college-age Lonely Island fangirls. I sincerely hope you guys realize just how much pure joy brings us longtime Quaids and SNL fans to be able to hear your recollections on the pods every week. It is worth the countless hours you've spent trying to coordinate schedules and recording Viore ads, I promise. Oh, nice. Viore getting a comment.
Yeah.
That's a little extra for their ad scratch to get commented in a letter.
You're welcome.
For a split second at the end of this episode, I thought my own 20-year-old magnum opus might make an appearance as well, but alas, it did not. Mine was an Artie Party Kid Icarus remix fan video, which I was very proud of. And I feel like we should just maybe try to watch that now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my God, this is gonna be crazy.
The rhythm of the streets.
Perfecto!
I knew this cat named Arnie. He wore sandals and socks. When he came to the party, he would make sure it rocks. He would flail his arms around and do the Arnie dance, leaving every motherfucker with funk in their pants.
I mean, it really is amazing that you guys made enough work that a fan could just cut that work together to make a video for a song you didn't make a video for.
It's amazing how much stuff I had forgotten that we did. It's very
I mean, this
enjoyable.
is Cal Penn showing up in this.
Yeah, totally. And by the way, great footage of Artie flailing his arms around. He did a lot of floppy dancing back in the day, too.
It is definitely a reminder that you wrote Artie Party based on images about Andy that had pre-existed.
Yeah.
The writing of the song.
Yeah, just his Muppet nature was...
Yeah. It's very hard for Andy to take offense at the song Artie Party when, like, there was just enough video of him in the world that they could fully cut one to this.
It's very good. Thank you, Laura.
It's very good. That's very fun. Check that out, everybody. 1.4 million views on YouTube.
Pretty good.
This is Laura's final comment. When I met my husband in 2009 and he found out I was a diehard SNL fan, he tried to impress me by letting me know that Adam Sandberg was part of a comedy group called Lonely Island. I sighed and shook my head. But they've been watching SNL together every week and indoctrinating their 8-year-old. So, Laura, thank you for that. Thank you for your Artie Party video that everybody should watch online. Dim clicks. It's 1.4 million, which I think means it's crushing Booger, man.
Give it that quump. Come on, give it that quump.
Yeah, like we can quump. You can quump outside of the actual Lonely Island.
Yeah, quump it up.
Fantastic.
Wait, was that the story that you wanted to do, or is this separate from? Okay, gotcha.
All right, ready? Here's the story.
Okay,
it's from Teresa. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I can't wait. Teresa, hi.
Hi, Lonely Island and Seth, but mostly Jorma. I'm sure Jorma has absolutely no recollection of this, but back in 2008, he very graciously agreed to talk to me and a group of my high school friends about his experience on SNL while visiting his in-laws in the Bay for Thanksgiving. Oh. The only thing I'll say so far is I had no idea that's where you were from. All right, here we go. Jorma's mother-in-law was my art teacher growing up and a good friend of my mom.
Okay, I might remember this now. Oh, yes, definitely. I know what we're talking about.
Between them, they decided it would be sweet for Jorma to chat with a handful of theater kids, SNL obsessives from the local East Bay Catholic high school. Yep. And you were wonderful. You talked thoughtfully about comedy and writing, answered all our painfully earnest questions, and then delivered the absolute pièce de résistance by saying, do you guys want to see the first cut of a short that hasn't aired yet? Now, I have no idea why you had to cut that early or if you broke any rules by showing it to us, but you pulled out your laptop and showed us not just any short, but what I now recognize as Criterion Collection shoe-in, Jizz in My Pants.
Wow. Okay.
Which, in retrospect, was an absolutely wild judgment call. A group of Catholic high schoolers, your mother-in-law, and my mom all gathered around a laptop in your in-laws' home watching an unreleased Lonely Island short about premature ejaculation.
Okay, let me pause.
I'll always remember your mother-in-law scolding you in disbelief, Jorma, while you remain completely unflustered and visibly proud of your work, as you should have been. I think about that afternoon a lot. Now, this is very, this is where this story gets very sweet and very moving. Just warn you.
Okay.
I've had the ability to prepare because I read it earlier.
Right.
I think about that afternoon a lot because it's also such a vivid memory of my mom who passed away from breast cancer a few years later. She was a deeply funny woman in her own right and even asked your mother-in-law to send you her SNL sketch ideas until she was informed that she could theoretically sue Jorma if he ever used them. At which point she was told to chill out and stop. She always called you Jorm.
Yes, she
long
did.
before the rest of the world knew that was what true Quades called you.
Yep.
SNL and the Lonely Island still make me think of my mom in the best way. Grieving her really clarified for me how important comedy is, not just as escapism, but as something that genuinely helps people survive hard things. We're living through a heavy moment in the world, and the work you all do to bring joy, absurdity, and relief really matters. So thank you for that afternoon, for the laughs, and for unknowingly being part of one of my favorite memories of my mom. And Jorm, if I'm burrito braining and it wasn't Jizz in My Pants that you showed us, please don't correct me. I've been carrying this version around for nearly 2 decades, and it's going great. Later, dudes, Teresa.
I'm going to believe that it was just my pants for And yes, and her mom from jump called me Jorm, which I really appreciated.
That's fantastic. And was that just because she had hurt other people?
I think she just felt comfortable with me, which is what made me really happy. I have no problem with people call me Jorm from if they feel comfortable, and it makes me feel very comfortable.
Well, it's interesting because there was one other thing I wrote because while you were on my show, we were talking about how you. Like your name, you've sort of become a Jorma. Like that you become the personality of the name you have.
I think you really do. I think it's made me a much weirder person.
And someone said, just for us, it's nominative determinism is the term for what we were discussing did not have the name for.
Nominative determinism. I will say, like, naming my son Wiley, I was a little nervous because I was like, are we just like setting him up for like doing keg stands all the time? Mm-hmm. Like, here's Wiley. Like, it's like, I don't know. It just sounds like a wild man kind of thing.
Yeah. Could just be Sly, though.
Wait, Seth, do you know what other names your parents were debating calling you?
I only know if I was a girl, I was going to be Amanda.
Amanda. Okay, gotcha.
I also will tell you that every single person until I reached SNL, like all through like college, starting college, and then in Amsterdam, and then in Chicago, everybody calls me Soof, which was my nickname. And that always felt like, I've always internally, since I got that nickname, felt more like a Soof than a Seth.
Oh, I like
for
Soof
what
a
that
lot.
For what that counts.
Yeah, that's a good vibe.
Yeah.
My 2 names, like what I was going to either be called Nick or Santos. Those are the 2 other names. And then my middle name is Christopher, which like my parents gave me to fall back on in case my name was too weird. And then in high school, I don't know if I've told this story, but in high school when I was 14, I came home and I was like, you guys know how much it costs to change your middle name? And they were like, what? And I was like, it's $400. And they were like, you tried to change your middle name? And I was like, yeah, I went to like City Hall. And they were like, what'd you try to change it to? And I was like, McDuck. And they were like, you were going to change your middle name. So clearly I didn't need anything to fall back on.
Jorma McDuck Taccone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Me and
man.
Mari, like, we were debating naming it like that was going to be our middle name. When we got married, we were thinking about calling it. Yeah.
You guys would have been a good couple for like, not she took your name or you took her name, but just like we changed it to McDuck.
Wait, did I tell you this story, Seth?
No, probably not.
So up in Connecticut, like the vibe in Connecticut is like there's a lot of people who have those like really nice house signs that are like wood carved that say like the family name or whatever. And I told Mari, I was like, we should get one of those family name things. She was like, fuck, no fucking way. And I was like, oh no, it's gonna say the McTurds. And she was like, oh, that's fine. Which I was like, like when you're like, oh, I'm clearly in the right relationship. I was like,
I feel like that's, I don't know if Alexi would jump at
McTurds.
McTurds.
Well, here's how it backfired. because it is on the front of our house.
Oh,
is
you
that-
did it.
Oh yeah. No, it's just that I don't fuck around, dude.
Yeah.
So one, all of our neighbors thought we moved, or then they were like really nervous. They were like, "Is that their last name? It's the McTurds." And then all of Wiley's friends up in Connecticut started calling me Mr. McTurd, and that's when it backfired a little bit on me because I didn't expect people to call me Mr. McTurd.
I cannot believe you did not think half a move ahead.
It's not even a half a move. It's like a quarter move.
You pulled a prank on yourself and it went great.
You know what? I'll put this in the show notes.
Okay, good.
The McTurds.
Support comes from Hims. Hey, Jorm.
Hi, Seth.
You got better things to do than sit in a doctor's office talking about your hairline. Like, for example, you need to be sitting in a doctor's office talking about why you still haven't got that vasectomy.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that's right.
So since you can't be talking to a doctor about hairline, that's why Hims offers access to expert-backed hair loss treatments entirely online. Now, Jorm, you and I aren't there yet. I will say when you were on my show, we were accused of wiggery.
Oh, what's that mean?
People thought we were wearing wigs.
Oh,
We just got hair that is, I know for men our age, you can't believe it, but
I think that's a nice compliment. Wiggery.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
But if you're in a situation where you're concerned about hair loss treatment and you don't want to go to a doctor's office, Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medications, serums, and sprays. Of those four, what would you prefer, Jorm?
Oral medications and sprays. Oh, sorry. Just oral.
Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride, minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. Find the right hair regrowth treatment for you with flexible subscription options, access to 24/7 provider support, and once-a-day treatment options that fit your daily routine for simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more. Visit hims.com/island. That's hims.com/island for your free online visit, hims.com/island. Featured products include compounded drug products with the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. All right, so here was what I was going to tell you, and then I'm going to read our, we got a really nice note. So I was on the train Friday. I picked the boys up to school, take the subway, go to Grand Central, get on the train. Beautiful day, and I got my one son has a friend on the train, so he's off with his friend. I'm chatting with that kid's dad. Axel's watching an iPad. And we all it's dad's fault, full dad's fault here.
Classic.
Kind of zoned out, and we realized we were at our stop.
Right.
Now, again, this is a train, they're not going to wait for you to get off or anything. And so immediately my kids, and again, I own this, dad's fault, but they're not helpful. Axel's like folding up the iPad, and then he's like, actually, you get it. And then he runs to the door. I put my iPad in my backpack, and then I put my backpack on. The iPad falls out because I didn't zip it.
Yeah.
So I pick up an iPad, and I'm just like super flustered. And actually, a guy reaches over and like hands me the iPad.
Yeah.
And I take it, and I go, thanks, man. And then he goes, Kuwait Army. Now, this guy's been sitting across from me for a while, and it's just like very funny, like in this moment. And I'm like, righteous kill. And then I go to walk out, and then my son's like, I'll carry my own backpack. And I'm like, fuck your backpacks. And again, now this is too long to be at a station on a commuter rail. Yeah. So now I'm doubling back to get the backpacks. I pick up both kids' backpacks. 1,000 coins fall out of one of my kids' backpacks. Like, I don't even know where he got the coins. Like, it seems like more coins than a kid could possibly have. But like the amount of coins falling at a rate of somebody hitting a jackpot at a Vegas casino. Like, you can't believe it, Jorm.
Yeah, like,
and
lucky.
then this guy who now has like Kuwait Armied me is like makes eye contact with me looking, and I've just like lost the plot. I'm like I'm so stressed. Yeah. And then I just kind of run out. And I was going to come on and apologize, basically say that like I deserve a demotion in Kuwait Army for how badly I behave. And then, as luck would have it, this dude actually wrote his take on it.
Great.
So that's my take. So here we go.
Okay.
It's from Theodore.
All right.
First things first, I need to apologize to Seth. I was the Kuwait on the train this Friday. I feel like I unintentionally threw him off his rhythm. First of all, Theodore, you did not. No. That was off my rhythm on my own. Yeah. I'm not one to bother people in the entertainment industry. I'm a lifelong New Yorker who believes in the credo, you leave people alone. Plus, I'm in my 50s and too neurotic. You and me both, buddy. Yet, I had in my mind that the only people I would say something to were Conan O'Brien and any of the people associated with the Lone Land podcast. I genuinely enjoy the podcast. Your varied friendships and warmth towards each other comes across through on the show. I figured I would run into Jorma because we live in the same neighborhood in Brooklyn. His house is just a couple towns over from my house in Connecticut. Plus, I also fell from 17 feet onto cement and shattered my leg and my ankle. So I figured we must share some cosmic goo.
Yeah.
Anyway, this brings me to Friday. For the first hour and 20 minutes, I did not realize Seth was sitting across from me. I just thought it was some annoying guy who decided to bring a freaking buffet on the train like it was his favorite restaurant. This is also true. I feed my kids on the train, Jorm. I have to get pizza from 2 different places. And it's true. I have so much food, and he's right. He's right to be offended by that.
This fucking guy. Yeah.
Think of all the germs floating around on a commuter train. Yeah, but I don't. I got to.
Hey, when you're a dad, you got to dad it up.
Then he wrote, there was a woman 2 seats ahead of us who sounded like she was going to die of consumption. Do you remember? Dude, I totally do. This woman coughed so bad, Jorm, the guy sitting behind her stood up and offered her water. Between her and your feast for the ages, I almost switched cars. I actually texted my wife to complain about this situation unfolding around me. Then I recognized it was Seth. This is our text exchange. Me, the annoying food guy, turns out to be Seth Meyers. By the way, for all the kind things Theodore says, like, it is really hammering home this, like, back of the head guilt that maybe everybody was like, that's too much food to have on the train. And now I know for Theodore it is. The really annoying food guy turns out to be Seth Meyers' wife. Really? Yes, I'm thinking of saying something. Quaid Army. Wife, what the fuck are you talking about? Me. Total Recall stuff. Wife. The movie ? Me. It's the name of the character from the movie. Wife. And this is something you're supposed to say ? Me. Look, we're getting off topic. Should I say something or not? Wife. I'm at work ! Me. Fuck, he's getting up. It's now or never. A few minutes passed. Me. Not sure that worked out for him. I think I spooked him. His eyes got real bad. Then he realized why my eyes got real big. Seth had almost forgotten a bag, and then when he went to grab it, pennies and nickels went everywhere. I looked out the window. I think I might have locked eyes with Seth, and not in a good way. Totally not. I did not lock eyes with you again, Theodore. I think I need to apologize for making his disembarkment more challenging. Lastly, the old guy sitting in front grabbed all the change for himself. I mean,
that's a fantastic retelling.
I don't think I've ever in my life had a movie of myself from somebody else's point of view. I relay it so perfectly.
I've mentioned this so many times to people. Like, I would love if on your deathbed you got to hear everything that has been talked about you from strangers. I'm just like, look at that dipshit. Like.
I mean, I'm really firstly, I gotta figure out how to not fully straunt the train.
That's great. I mean, here's the thing. You're a dad. It's really hard to be a dad. Like,
it's hard to be a dad, and it's hard to feed your kids. Yeah. There's the other thing, which is I feel like my wife thinks the train is like this super chill 2 hours. Like, it's just like them on an iPad with like headphones and a splitter fighting about what they want to watch. Neither of them will like eat their own fucking pizza. I'm feeding it to them like they're birds.
Yep.
Sucks.
Oh man. Like they're just zombies. Like, you know what? What's a good little cheat code for parents out there? Carrots, I feel like, are very easy. You just pop them in their hands, and there's something about a carrot. Like when they're watching TV, they just eat carrots. I don't know. At least my kids do.
I'm gonna get the line wrong, but Alexia and I went and saw this play called Fallen Angels on Broadway. And it's an old...
Yo, that's classy.
Oh, you know it? Or you just mean it's
Broadway's classy, bro. That's classy.
Broadway is classy. But we went because Rose Byrne is going to be on my show, and she's in this production, and Kelly O'Hara is in this production.
Nice.
And we heard it was really funny. It was so fucking funny.
Oh.
I mean, written almost 100 years ago. And
I love that about comedy. Like when something's like 100 years old and you're like, it is equally funny to anything that has been written today. I often think about like, there had to be like really sarcastic people back in the day, like Jesus's era. There had to be like pretty sarcastic people around too, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like sarcasm was like invented in like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it is 100 years ago, 1925 it was written. And it is, it's so funny. Rose and Kelly are so funny. And they get progressively drunker over the course of this one-act play. And this is what made me think of it. They are trying, every time the maid comes out to serve them, they try to change the subject because they think the maid is eavesdropping. So they just have to come up with things to say to kill time while she's clearing the plate. And one of them says, "I've heard the worst part of parenting is the children." They're just like, yep, that is as funny now.
You know what's really funny about that is that like that we would do that for Harad. I remember like entering a scene with like when we were doing that high five bit where like it's just Rico, Danny McBride's character just high fiving us over and over and over again. But that sort of thing of like entering a conversation where you're like, what was going on before this? same
Well, that
bit.
was, I mean, not to bring it back to your movie, but there's that great moment where you hear a line and then there's a flashback to explain why Tim's character would say that, Tim Oliphant's character.
And do you know that was actually Tim's idea?
I only know it from, was it last week's podcast? Did you say it? Or did I hear you say it on something else?
I probably said it a lot. I've been saying a lot of the same thing for the last 2
I
weeks.
can't believe how many of these screenings you've done. You've done an incredible job.
Yeah, thank you.
But there you go. It's just Jorm and I hanging out.
Yeah, finally got rid of the riffraff.
Finally, I was, again, I said it when I both times. It was also really just kind of fun to see you in person 8 months after your fall. See how robust you're doing.
It's so crazy because the movie actually came out. It came out yesterday, and that was exactly 8 months since my fall, which is And then throwing out the pitch yesterday.
You've been texting with Lorne Michaels based solely on the way he's sitting on the Lorne documentary poster.
Yeah.
Everybody Google the documentary, the Lorne poster. And you texted him, is that how you used to really sit?
Yeah, I did. I was trying to annoy him.
And then we met in the hotel lobby to go to your screening, and I saw the poster was on the wall. So I sat underneath the poster exactly the way he's sitting in the poster.
Can we put this in the show notes?
Yeah, I think we put it in the show notes. And then you texted it to Lorne and said you just came across me sitting like that.
I think Lorne appreciated it.
I think Lorne does too. I should note Lorne is responding to these texts.
Oh, yeah.
Which is,
Totally.
Dryly, but with, I think, appreciation.
Yeah, he's a very dry
No,
dude.
you never get a LOL from... You threw out the first pitch at the Mets game.
Yeah. I didn't do it well. Did you see it?
No.
There,
I was just checking.
I'm listening to you right now. It's more of a lob. I don't know if I would call
That's
it a
all right.
throw. I wouldn't call it a pitch, but it was more of a lob. But I was more committed to the celebration afterwards, and I wish I had gone on for like a full minute of celebrating how great I thought I had done. Yeah, but it was really fun. It was my whole family came, and it was a good time.
Did they play anything on like the screen, the jumbotron, like to be like Jorm work or anything?
No. They played Turtleneck and Chain as my walk-up music because they refused to play Dick in a Box, which I didn't really understand because it would have been nice. I was gonna do the walk-up music for Diaz, which is this Timmy Trumpet song. As if I was gonna throw some gas.
Yeah.
But yeah, Turtleneck and Chain, and it was a really nice time.
I guess because Diaz doesn't pitch for them anymore and they're having a bad season, they were like, that might not be the best vibes.
Not as a reminder.
Yeah. Well, so in the end, this really wasn't a Q&A. It was sort of 3 great stories, and we appreciate all of them. And we appreciate Andy and Keeve, even though they're not. They're the 3rd and 4th sweetest sweetie pies on the pod.
Yes.
I don't know which is which. By the way, while this has been going on, Keeve has been texting the chat that he thinks that's fucking bullshit.
Oh, can we talk about what Keeve's doing, though, and how happy it makes me? Because I think Keeve's camping, and I just love picturing Keeve's camping. Because here's the other thing that I love picturing about Keeve. Keeve has a dog, which is also hilarious to me.
Right.
Like, very funny. He was calling it Liz's dog for a long time. I think he still does. And then the other thing, there's just certain things that Keeve does, and I'm like, yes! It was like seeing pictures of Keeve at Liz's like family's like Christmas celebrations where he's wearing wearing a Santa hat and being forced to like sing Christmas carols, and just it makes me so happy thinking about like just so great.
Yeah, the Kakowskis are like real salt of the earth,
Yes.
like Americana people. They're not
the
your
best.
you fucking Bay Area weirdos where it's like
Not a bunch of communists.
you're like Santa Claus is the kleptocracy. The one thing I'm just looking at the one other thing on the chain that went off on the. Should we call our podcast chain the Turtleneck and Chain?
Ooh, that's great. Yeah, that totally.
I got a box sent to my office.
Okay.
It was addressed to Seth Quaid, so that's how I knew. And that's how I knew. And it was just a bottle of sparkling apple juice, which I thought was really nice.
That's great. That's great. Oh man.
So whoever that was from, just know it was received and it delighted us. All right, Jorm, lovely to see you again. Seeing you in person was a delight, and we're just one day closer to the four of us getting together in person.
Oh my
and
gosh.
having a proper meal.
And going to England.
All right, enjoy camping, Kiev. Enjoy whatever bullshit you're on, Andy. I asked him for a voice note about whether he got the B today. I will assume the fact that we did not receive one
He quibbed.
means that he is failing. And love you, Jorm.
Love you too, Seth.
Joke's on you, Seth, you piece of human dog shit, because I came in at the 11th hour right before release of the pod to let you know I did not get Queen Bee. But I'm also not done yet, so I still might get it. It's one of those really unsatisfying chime-ins. But anyways, I wonder what you guys talked about on this app. I wouldn't know because I don't listen to podcasts. All right, shout out Quaid Army, and I love you guys.
Do you want to try?
Oh yeah. Take it away, Arnold. Nope, wait. Later, Arnold. Later, Arnold.
Later, Quades.